DJ Vlad is saying Kenneth Petty has fumbled the bag miserably by getting another woman pregnant. Woman pregnant. He's saying that, Nicki has basically kicked out Petty all the way back in 2025. Kenneth Petty lives in Queens, New York, in a tiny house, 800 square feet. And he's saying that Kenneth Petty, address has been updated to a Queens, New York address on the sex, offenders, registration. So because Kenneth Petty, address is on the sex offenders registration, since 2025 with a Queens, New York address. He's saying that's where Kenneth Petty now lives because Nicki has kicked him out of their Hidden Hills mansion after learning that he impregnated another woman. But if that was the case, their divorce would have been finalized by now, right? And also, we saw Nicki and Kenneth Petty just like a couple weeks ago at one of Trump's people wedding, right? We saw that. Nicki was there, Kenneth Petty was there, and I did a video wherein I was like, hold on a minute now, guys. I thought we were all friends. Y'all did not tell me that Zoo was out there with Nicki, giving that evil grin. Every time Kenneth Petty smiles, he looks so evil. But I'm not gonna lie, Kenneth Petty has really grown on me. The mere fact that he's not out here making his wife look entirely stupid 24/7. He has done it on a few occasions with the beef with Cardi and Offset, but it's not a regular thing for him, so I think he deserves a pass. We haven't heard him in any cheating mess, cheating drama, disrespecting Nicki, abusing Nicki, or anything such as that, right? Now, to get down to what Nicki said, to what DJ Vlad said, he said, it looks like Nicki Minaj dumped her husband, Kenneth Petty, according to, I think he meant to, the sex offender registry. He's now living in a tiny 800 square foot house in Jamaica, Queens, instead of the 20 million Hidden Hills mansion Nicki owns. The rumor is that he got another girl pregnant, but that's not confirmed. Is this the greatest bag fumble of all time? Question mark. He then has a screenshot of, Kenneth Petty sex, register, thing. It says photo date, April 2025. Photo date, okay? So, because of this, a lot of critics, they believe that what DJ Vlad is saying is factual. People are not remembering that. Didn't we see Nicki and Kenneth Petty earlier this month? And if it was true, honey, you best believe TMZ would have had videos and photos of Kenneth Petty in his Queens, New York 800 square foot house. They would have, images of that pregnant woman, and all of that jazz. So as such, it is definitely questionable. And there's just so much about it that you could use to know that this is not true. But the thing is that the internet wants it to be true so bad that one person was like, she thought she was going to get a kick out of Meg's heartbreak. Nope. God was like, you too, ha ha ha. But we're going to sprinkle a baby in your mess. Honey, I'm here to tell you, I don't know what God you're talking about, but don't include Nicki and Kenneth in your petty mess, okay? Another person was like, if only Nicki, Cardi, and Meg were all cool, then a Hot Girl Summer Stadium tour would do numbers since they're all single for the same reason. And another person was like, everyone is so upset with Nicki, it's actually scary. Now, some people were very decent. They were saying laughing and pointing at the next woman's pain always ends badly because you have to remember you're pointing one finger, you still have four, honey. And they were going in. Another person was like, y'all sure it's a woman and not a child? They were going in, they were going in, they were going in, honey. They were going in because people really don't think for themselves. And I think that DJ Vlad has given us some wink wink for us to realize that it's not true. But people will never look at what is in front of them, no matter how black and white it is. And I think that DJ Vlad's point is how easy it is to trick people these days. You can literally put out anything about anyone, and social media, they're gonna bite into it. They're gonna buy it. They're gonna believe it. They're gonna rinse it. They're gonna repeat it, right? So, as such, it will be easy to do these things, right? No. Kenneth Petty, if the address was registered back in 2025, it doesn't mean that Kenneth Petty lives there. And I think what Vlad did was a edited screen of the sex offenders registration list.